But okay, I'll get this together. Typically, like it's $150 to install toilet. Okay. And then my hourly rate is $85 an hour. Okay. So then to plumb the other two, probably 2 hours.
I woke up this morning, I didn't give a fuck. Took the first sip of my coffee, and I knew I still didn't give a fuck. It's a beautiful morning, and guess what? I don't give a fuck.
Case, I want to find out at a level of 7. Okay, so I find that level on my graph, and I come horizontally to my gradient line. Where it intersects with my gradient line, I'm going to come straight down to where it intersects with my fuck around line. Now there is going to tell me how much I have to fuck around to find out what I need to find out. See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out. So I hope this lesson is helpful. Thank you.
Good. Hello, people. Sorry about the weird technical difficulty I had. I don't know what the hell happened. I will try to explain it, but I don't know if I can. So I had a live scheduled. Now what the hell happened? I had a live scheduled for I don't really have a date for it because it's the autopsy stuff that we've been talking about with Dee Dee, but I have not. I've yet to receive it. It's been ordered. It's been handled. Say what I mean what I say. But I haven't got it yet. So that was what that live was for. At least 2 months. And I set this live up tonight. And when I hit go live, oh my God, like 3 lives were going. That one, and then it made 2 for this. It was a mess, people. So I appreciate that. Thank you, guys.
You had me in every live but the right one.
Yeah, so I apologize. I put everything on private. Hopefully this is not too thank you. I appreciate you for being on all of them. Thank you. What's up, Kathy? So yeah, man, I'm sorry for the technical difficulties. No, she was in the other one. So tonight, man, what I want to talk about is there's a lot of shenanigans going on. Oh, let me do this first. Bam. To my people who are in here. Early birds get it first. Bada bam. How about that? On old white boy. You don't have to thank me because I thank you for being here. So let me see if you got one, put it in the chat because I'm on StreamYards and it doesn't show me. Yeah, I'm feeling a little better. I actually had an update on that. Supposed to go back to work on Thursday, but I had to call the doc and I just extended the note until Monday because I'm a little stiff, but I'm good, man. I'm not 100%, but I'm feeling a lot better, and I appreciate you guys, all the love on that. But for tonight, there's been a lot of shenanigans on YouTube happening, and some of my friends are arguing, and I think I'll take the time to talk about these situations and what happens in these situations. So we'll do that. Of course, I've missed a lot. Eagle, Stars, and Stripes, how are you? What's up, Karma Queen? I'm gonna have to make this bigger because it's already pissing me off, this thing here. But yeah, so also tonight, because of what's been happening, not on my end, but because what has happened with Don and Candace as of me asking questions in the Dee Dee situation, because of me getting blocked, because of the weird fallout that came out of nowhere. I have, well, here's the honest thing what happened. I was, you know, I'm a YouTuber, so I need my storage a lot. And it's been a while since I cleaned out my Google Drive and my Google Photos. I'm pretty current on my OneDrive because I use that a lot for content creation, but personal things and whatnot is on the Google side of things, whatever. So I'm in there deleting, and I found a lot of stuff. We'll call it the Voltsy. Is it a Volt? It's a Volt. And in the Volt, and I'll give you some examples of said Volt tonight. That's kind of what this live is. I wish I had this video a couple of years ago. So I have a video. We'll play it as well tonight. It's of a creator. She's been on a lot of these in the somewhere else. It's a creator more so on the Facebook side, but she travels the YouTube streets. Well, she used to. I made a video about this person a couple of years ago. And on the YouTube side of things, as far as this channel, I think it has like 50,000 views. And we're going to get into a little bit of that video. But I found this hidden gem in my vault, right? And I found a lot of things in this, we'll say my vault. You know, there was I'm going to show you guys a couple things that I found, but I'm going to start releasing these things. Now, this is not an attempt to smear anybody. This is not an attempt because I'm, you know, big mad because I'm blocked or anything like that. No. But if I have something where it's raising an eyebrow, or we can, there could be questions asked or discussion had, then why not? And just like the start of this live, hey man, I have ADD. I'm all over the place, and I had friggin' 3 lives going. I had to delete it. Sometimes shit happens, and I'll give you a great example of, you know, when I was in Tennessee. I don't even know who this is. So a lot of people from the Summer Wells community, when I play this clip later, y'all probably will tell me. I don't remember who this was, but I will be introducing some of the vault stuff that I have. And there's a lot of it. And there is some things that well, when we get to that part, we'll review it together and talk and discuss it together. But this is not like an expose on the Wells or nothing like that. You know, there's no, listen, it is what it is. We'll get there when we get there. But I'm glad that I found this gem tonight of this woman creator. I can't believe I missed this. I can't believe I didn't know I had this video. What's up, Shauna? And then, yeah, what's up, Kelsey? How are you guys? Shout out to all the heroes, man, out there. If you are part of the military, you always have much respect from a white boy. Now what's happening? What's this going to do now? Off my whole, yeah, I know, completely booted me off the browser. Just I'm talking and I see it goes to the home screen. Out of control with this thing.
Maybe you should like restart your computer.
It's a little bit
next time before you do it.
Okay, so I guess we'll start, guys, with this. I'm sorry for all the technical difficulties, guys. Give me a second. What I was trying to do before that happened is make the damn screen bigger so I could see the comments. But I'll just look at my phone. It's all good. Because I want to keep up with the comments. It's important to me. So, we'll play, you guys, let's play this. Let me explain all this stuff. So I'm going to play this video of this woman. Now, people, get ready for some laughter. And if you were one of the people who what's crazy is this, people, before we start laughing our asses off, and trust me, you're going to, this is, I gotta be careful with my words. You're going to be laughing your asses off.
Oh,
but
do you want me to send you the post she made that Dee Dee and I were on the phone at 4 in the morning talking about the first post she ever made that I found her on, or Dee Dee found her on, and it introduced me to her?
Yeah, because I'm going to explain.
It'll explain how psychotic
I'm going to explain a lot of, So who I'm going to be playing tonight is actually, I think I should show you the video before I tell you the background. Let me do that. This is going to be kind of a comedy session, but understand that this person was a legit bail bondsman in the state of Tennessee. Legit bail bondsman. There it is. Okay. People, her husband was. And I tell you that because before I show you this video and we laugh our ass off, understand that this person was caught trespassing on 110 Ben Hill Road. Okay. Now, I had to speak with the private investigator in the case about this woman because people were scared. Okay. People were scared because you do have a gun when you're a bondsman. Okay. And the lady is obsessed with the wells. Again, I don't mind how you feel about the case. Utilize your free speech. But the obsessive weird stuff, we don't have that here, okay? So you have a person who is massively biased, jumping on Prayer Garden's panel, all these panels, and has trespassed uninvited on the Hill, okay? You know, snooping questions. Actually, she was there when the Wells were not home, you know? Imagine that, right? And okay, so I'm telling you all this because of what you're about to see. And then there's even more background on this. And understand as you're watching this person called TBI on the case probably 7,000 times, especially because they're a legit bail bondsman, the ex-husband. Okay. Now, for my OGs, this is going to be a test to you because there's a very old video I'm about to play. Well, after this one, and I want to know who's been around since this video has been out, because it's a couple years back. But all right, anyway, without any further ado, let's play this gem that I found, and then I'm going to show you some other stuff I found in the vault. And every live from here on out, I will be releasing more things. Okay, that have some type of substance. Okay, I'm not gonna. Just because these people switched out on me and got all weird, it's not for me to be like releasing like personal texts that have like meaningless value about the case, or I'm not doing any of that stuff. But if there's questions to be asked, and if I have something, I will bring it to the internet now that we're in this predicament. Okay. Anyway, so here is, and before I play this, I'll answer any questions that anybody's had. So here is the clip, okay? Wait a minute, where did it go? It's going to be here, sorry. Okay, so people, before I play this bad boy, hold on, let me hit the comments. This is out of control right here, okay? This is out of control. I did not edit this. This lady is for real, and you're going to remember where this came from after we watch it. Shauna for 19 months strong, okay? Mama Bear, just chill. I know you, and probably act right know who this is. People, get your popcorn ready, and let's have a listen and look-see at mental health / drugs. I don't know, but either one. And I'll give you a lot more background of the nutcase after we have a look-see. So Exhibit A will be this. I found this in my Google Drive. I don't know how the hell I missed this, for the love of Jesus. I promise never to do it again. But let's have a look-see.
Okay.
I need a one in the chat.
See right there's one of the dogs.
If we can hear this woman's voice, and I need you to play at this point in the live. I really need you guys to look at your phones, devices, TVs. I want you to zoom in, and I want you to really pay attention to what she's pointing at. And I have a $500 Cash App surprise reward. So, okay. All right. So let's go back. You guys remember, let me screen share. I'm not buffering on my end. We're going to go back and have a listen. This is as good as it gets, people. Very sad at the same time. All right. So
Oh, look who it is.
look at it.
Wonder who this is right here, huh?
There it is, people. We can't make it up.
Oh, gotta get her some money.
Listen, guys.
Gotta stand there and give the bitch some money, Martin. Or how about let's go right here.
Listen.
Where the dog is. And look at the person standing right there beside of it.
I love it. Give this work with it. We're at okay. She's gonna really start talking about everything here momentarily. I don't know what she's doing. I can't think for her, but
yeah,
here we go.
See their heads moving around. These people have been stalking me for a year. I don't know who they are, but Martin Galvin sure knows who they are.
Okay, so the people there, clearly you can see these people. They're right there, guys. Okay, I see like a 55-year-old man, possibly his wife maybe, and at least 3 to 4 children behind the bush. But clearly you can see these people they're the ones stalking her. Okay, they're the ones stalking her. Now, guys, just keep listening to these claims.
I want some of them bands they handing out.
I've complained about it. I've been recording it. I got a video of Summer Wells from December. This group of people showed up and hasn't left since. They run and hide every time the police show up. Here, over here again.
So she's pointing now. Summer Wells and the group of people, they go up to this area of the yard, and just listen. And then I'm going to give you guys a massive recap of who we're dealing with.
They use Miss Clark's yard as always, and my yard as always. Uh-huh. Is that right? I guess this isn't really people. Martin says that I just hear things. I just hear voices in my head. People are not really in our backyard all the time, every day, all day long.
There's nothing there. You're right. And I totally agree with Martin with what's going on in your head and whatnot.
And you went to the mall yesterday, so we need to run some footage.
What's up, VD Butterfly? VW Butterfly.
And the freaking, oh, I'm so sick and tired of this. Oh, yeah. So it definitely would be the ones where the goats are.
What? The goats? Where's the goats at? There's no goats. Okay. So I told you it's a lot, right? That was nothing though. So this is the woman. I believe I figured it out. So that was in my gallery. I told you I'm going to be busting open the bowl. So this, just to recap with this lady, she messaged me in the well years ago and was trying to convince us that Summer Wells, she had footage of Summer Wells in her backyard. Okay. Now of course I say, yeah, I'll cover it. I need receipts. She sent a shitload of, she didn't know how to send things to me. Everything, she did not understand how to do it. The well had like tell her how to, send things here. So I believe this came as she was flooding sharing me things, because I had to sit through like literally 40 3-second, 5-second, back some patio camera footage that she has, which was at nighttime, and string them all together on a live because she was claiming that there you could see Summer Wells in her backyard. Now, here's what's crazy about this case. This live I'm about to play and show you what I'm talking about when I did this has 50, it's not even a live, it's a video, has 50,000 views. What's wild about the case is in the pinned comment, I'm like, look, this has been debunked. There's nothing to see here. This lady is obviously off of her rocker, and so on and so on. I'm going to drop the link to that video. I challenge you to go to that video and read the comments. You have people that are literally like, oh yeah, I see Summer. That looks like a little girl. And I'm just like, what? What reality is this? Like, what reality is this? And it's unreal because of the TBI calls and whatever this lady has done. And she has went on other panels and just mass misinformation, man. Mass misinformation. Before I show you that, if you got, I'm telling you, man, I'm going to show you here in a second. So before I show you that, does anybody know who this is? I told you I was deleting stuff out of my photo gallery on my devices, and I came across a lot of my Tennessee trip and just files that I had regarding everything. Okay. And I don't even know how I attained some of this stuff. And I'll give you an example of exactly what I'm saying right now. Anybody know what incarnation this is? This is when I'm in Tennessee. I don't even know who I'm talking to right here. I think it might be Andy. Don't know. Why is this doing this? It's pissing me off. I've never seen it like this. It's weird as hell. All right, now what's going on with this? Whack. All right, so okay, there's the comments now. What I was trying to do is just unlock, but you know what? Let's do this. Much better. Oh, wait. Okay, now I can see the dim. Yes, that's exactly who that is. Lisa K. Very good. How'd you know? I didn't even say the name yet.
They know.
Did you say who it was?
Nah, I was outside and left my phone in here.
Look at this. It's already missing. Oh, it's just too bad.
I think it's a computer issue less than anything else.
It might be. I don't know. That's what I need right there. Okay, guys. So listen, I'm going to show you what I mean by this vault. Who the hell am I talking to right now? I don't even know who this is. This is like weird. Okay. Don't even know how I got this video, where it came from. None of this. Oh, wait a minute. What's happening? Here we go. All right. So this is going to take me a second here. Okay. So, and then we're going to go back to that woman for a minute and then get on to our, okay, here it is. So,
very nice Briggs.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me get how it looks like. Switch it off there.
Okay, so here we go. Okay, here we go. I'm just where I need to be. Let me just see if you guys can see this. Okay, lost connection to the audio, not a problem. Okay, who is this person in this video? There's nothing to see, but listen to the voice. No idea who this is. But I told you I was opening the vault.
Where you guys staying?
I'm with them.
Oh, you staying up there?
It's a Tuesday. Okay. So you got Don's number and everything, right? Yeah, my number.
Hold on. What is it?
Who is that? You guys recognize that voice? You hear that voice? Anybody? Yes, I was just saying she also busted into Don's house right after. She didn't bust in the house. She was on the property snooping around.
Sure was.
And she got I know all about her. That's exactly who it is. We're gonna go back to her in a second. Did you guys hear that voice that I just played? One is Fred Hill. No, I never saw Fred Hill in person. I never saw Fred Hill in person. I went to his house. I'm gonna replay this again. If you guys are just coming in, I know that I've done like 10 lives tonight, and we lost some people earlier. My bad about the technical difficulties, but a recap. Because of what's been happening with Don, Candace, they're acting weird on me. I'm gonna start releasing the vault. Okay. Hey, it is what it is, right? Now, as I'm going through a lot of my old stuff, I find the nutcase video, and I found this video. It's not a video. I think my phone's in my pocket, because if you watch at the very end, you can see my face. I don't know who I'm talking to. Listen to the voices in this clip. It's 20 seconds.
Where you guys staying at?
I'm with them at Don Campus.
Oh, you staying up there?
It's a Tuesday. Okay. So you got Don's number and everything, right? Yeah, my number.
Hold on. What is it?
Andy, that's what that's who I thought it was too. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know for future things. That's why I thought. I don't remember that. It's just very weird. Not a problem though. Okay, so let's go back. I want us to stay on subject to, let me put the name on the screen. I think it is Andy, guys. I think you guys are hitting it on the head. But Lisa K said, and other people said, yes, that is her name. Yes, Mary. I have a lot. Yeah, hold on. Hendricks. It's exactly who was. Yes, it is. It is Hendrickson. It's on the, it is. I can show you because she actually well, let me show you this first, so it all makes a lot of sense. So going back to I never knew I had that trampoline video. I don't know how I'm assuming I got it because this lady overly shared clips and stuff to me, right? Now, this video we are about to play was made. Let's have a look-see. This is off my channel. I will definitely drop this in the comments because it's well worth a look. Okay, 50,000 views. Let me get the link here. Now let's go to about 12 minutes in. Or shit, we can start here. So this is she's claiming years ago that Summer Wells is in her backyard. Okay. This is what this lady reached out and tells me, you know, I want to see the footage. Why would I not cover that? Now come to find out she's absolutely a lunatic. And I don't even know what to say other than she's a lunatic. Now, after this live, I ended up, I believe Candace got on panel and cussed her out, if I could recall right. She jumps on live. She did not like the way that I covered her massive shenanigans of this bullshit we're watching here, because these are all look at how she sends me these videos upside down. What I got out of this was this lady was on all of her drugs and decided to send me clips of her boyfriend or her kids. I don't know. There's a lot here because you can see the time she's sending me these clips. It's like 5 a.m. The kids are up still, 4 a.m. I think people call it CPS after this. I don't know. I didn't tell anybody to, but clearly there's something not clicking upstairs, right? Clearly. But this lady's going around the internet telling people, you know, that listen for yourself. This is going to be 5:31 a.m. Holy shit. Let me pause it. 5:31 a.m. Okay. Just for a pointer. I think it is Andy, guys. I think you're right. Next one. Keep in mind when these in this email, after calling me a white motherfucker and all this, she says, please don't show these videos. Oh, and also these were sent to the TBI because they are so. This is like evidence right here. Okay. Again, we're sideways with it. Let me find where she's talking. If you look at it, we're at 5:53 a.m. At best, she's being truthful. And instead of, and why, while those, the. So you get her kids in the background. There's a vertical pole. There's one pole that's. Hold on, let me find it. Telling us that somebody who's got an addiction problem. Telling us that.
Please apologize for now.
Noelle snapped on this lady because Noelle's friends with Candace. The white motherfucker and all over the world. Remember, a lot of times when I'm talking about just have it. Is this a video that you got off YouTube?
Nope, this is off my security cameras.
Okay, so can you guys hear that? Now I found it. Okay, so here's her talking about this is videos off her security cameras, and it's all weird. There's nothing there. It's all been debunked. It's very, very fraudulent, and this person is really a shithead, in my opinion. After I expose, she sends me these. I'm like, there's nothing here. You're absolutely either on crack rock or mental. She then goes on a Facebook smear campaign against me, calls me a white motherfucker, this and that, and then she plays victim. Then she says that I've caused her all this pain, I'm affecting the business. You know, I could smell she was like trying to like grift for some type of lawsuit. And I'm just like, lady, it's not my fault that you're like retarded. Like, I'm sorry. But, you know, this is not right to do in a missing girls case. Like this, there's nothing here. You're lying. You're going on all these panels lying. You don't have any proof. She was pointing at the trampoline and saying there's goats there. I mean, what the fuck? But let's have a listen at this shit.
Okay. And this is going to show me where Summer Wells is.
You know how to work videos? She is and isn't. You feel me? Like, it's not like you're going to
no. I asked you, does this video have Summer Wells in it? Yes and no. And you just stated.
Okay, so this lady's telling me that she has proof that where Summer Wells is, which would be at her house. And then she says that Candace Wells gave her the kid. Okay. So I'm like, okay.
I mean,
send me the video.
Idiot says
so,
that, first of
yeah.
all. I mean, either way, she listens.
For whatever reason, you can just get to yell at her. That's not what it is. So I let Candace come on. Candace held her own, what she's doing. So it could have been from her phone to mine. There was a, so if you do watch this live, you know, there's a trigger. This guy talks a lot of them, so stick with me. So let's get to these things. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here's where you first can hear. Here we go. So to me, if you zoom in or do what you have to do, there's a person with a dog. Okay. It's not a little girl. It definitely doesn't look like Dawn or Candace, but whatever this is, hold on. Hey, it's this weird people. This is this lady, you know what I'm saying? That sent me the videos. I'm trying to find the part where she's talking. And there's the girl or woman total in the folder.
I think there's 31. Backing up for rehab.
Oh, we have. That's all I can tell. Give me a second, guys. I'm trying to. Here we go.
Multiple videos the same.
Lady. It's wild to read the comments in this video. So on this video, but what I came up to, I don't know what is below this. There's like some type of like, I don't know if what guys, give me a second on the chat. I'm just talking. What I came up with watching all this shit that she sent me literally was, it looks like videos of her family or whatever, and she's trying to make these people like there's like some Mexican guy she's trying to call Don. You can't see the kid, but it looked like a little boy. She's trying to call Candace. I think she tried to call like a dog somebody. It was really, really, really ridiculous. And it's sad because this lady called TBI so many times. People, it's just disgusting, really. But this lady's crazy, man. And this is the woman who dated a bondsman, went to the Wells house when they weren't home, trespassed. Who knows what that loon ball would do? Planting evidence, there's no telling. And, you know, in the communication I had with her, she's full on like all the weird shit that people, you know, all the weird shit, all the hypersexual things. I don't want to hear you tell me that Summer's been trafficked and sold and you know, art and this and that. Stop telling me that shit because there's no evidence for that. I understand that's your theory, but I already look at you like you're a fucking nutball, and you're, you know, it's just a really weird thing, people. But it's wild. But this was the continuation. This video. Oh, let me drop the link. Sorry, I didn't do it. This video that you're watching on the screen that I just dropped in chat. I'll put it for the replay. This is very old. A lot of people viewed it, and there's just no substance to it. She's a crazy ass. Pajamas, boy short. Possibly be talking about. Sent
Kid's talking about, is that
There she goes again, pointing at nothing. But yeah, so that original video I played in the beginning with that trampoline, I think she sent that to me with this stuff and I missed it, right? I don't know. I found a lot of stuff in my drive. I found a lot of stuff in my Google Photos, in my drive that I've never seen before. So, you know, I wanted to bring it to you. I'll play a little bit more of this, but it's kind of like makes my stomach turn because this is all just like a sick, like, her or whatever the hell. I think she's clearly on drugs, guys, to be honest with you. What do you think? One in the chat for if she's on drugs, two, if this is like mental health. Did she see baby at, did she babysit Summer? No, that's a big lie. She's just, no, it's she's never babysat. She doesn't even know them. Damn it. Where was it? I was trying to zoom in. I had to literally give this. What's up, Kit? How are you? I haven't seen you in a long time. I had to talk to the PI in the Summers case and hand all this stuff over, all her emails, all her communication, and it did go to law enforcement.
But let me ask you something. If you're sending somebody a video, why point? Why not say?
She wants you to see
No idea. No idea.
And she kept sending me the same shit.
Okay, there's a dog running right there.
God, she says, lady, there's
And a doggy. We just I didn't watch all these. So I'm trying to figure this shit out too. I guess so far. Man. But what does that mean? Lol.
I think I got the confrontation
out, but I'm not going
to
claim that you have stuff.
In the beginning.
Enjoy it, hit the like, and claim that you out, but I'm not going to make. So if you do watch this live, you know, there's out, but I'm not going to rag on you about that. So she's making these Facebook posts.
So I had her on panel as well. As you can see on the screen, that's me on top. That's her. And I'm just asking her basic questions and she's backpedaling. It's a really bad, it's bad, guys. But yeah, I just wanted to, show you guys that trampoline video because this video here is old. If you guys haven't seen that, let me drop it again. It's wild, man. So you guys think that's Andy, do you? Let me get off this share screen and answer your questions. I see Canvas in here. I was going to talk about Canvas a little bit here in a minute. Okay, thanks. I've heard. Yeah, she's pretty active on Facebook, but it's just misinformation shit, people. It doesn't do anything to help the case. You know what I mean? She has panel hopped. I also found a lot of stuff in my storage, and I'm just gonna put it out there, because I think it is important. Canvas gifted 5 memberships. Thank you. I didn't see that right away. I appreciate that very much. You can hardly hear. You can't hardly hear Fred's voice. No, that was not Fred. I never met Fred Hill in person. Actually, I think he was in jail when I was in Tennessee. I did go to his property. I did make a video at his house. Ziggy got all mad about that, said that I was trespassing and I was going to get arrested. Nothing happened because she's retarded and she doesn't realize that there's a for sale sign out there. And I was looking at the property. I also went like literally up Jody Sue's old place. I met Andy in Tennessee. I guess that could have been the second. Yeah, he did come. Yeah. That probably was Andy. But anyway, I got some stuff in that vault I want to release. We will watch it together and discuss it because I don't know really. I have to explain how I even got it, this and that. But I do have some stuff recorded, and we're just gonna put it out there. Maybe an answer will come. Maybe it'll validate something. Maybe I don't know. I missed the video. No, all you got to do is rewind. What's up? Trust Jesus is in the house. What up, partner? Okay, so I want to talk about the second thing, guys. These creators fighting, but before I do that, There's one other thing I wanted to show you guys that is kind of an off-topic thing. It's not long at all. Did you guys hear about this in the last couple days?
Back in 2021, her boyfriend, Samuel Cabrera Jr., was sentenced to.
So she's called the babysitter from hell. Have you guys heard about this? The babysitter from hell. This is pretty nuts. It's only about a minute clip, and it gives you, brings you guys right up to speed. This, I don't know if you heard about this or not. I think I may have posted it or not on my community, but listen to this shit.
A 31-year-old Brittany Lyon, back in 2021, her boyfriend, Samuel Cabrera Jr., was sentenced to multiple terms of life without parole after he was found guilty on several counts of child molestation, kidnapping, burglary, and conspiracy. The two were also charged for allegedly molesting multiple girls while Lyon videotaped the crimes. Today, family members of those victims confronted Lyon in court, calling her a monster.
The defendant is a monster. There's just no other way.
That's the judge calling her a monster.
Absolute monster for the havoc that she's wreaked upon our society, upon our citizens. It's deplorable. It's disgusting.
She went in.
But it's over today.
Prosecutors say Lyon found babysitting jobs on care.com, which is an online platform that connects families with caregivers. Prosecutors also say Lyon and Cabrera would often assault the young girls inside their own home.
It's disgusting, man. There's some sick fucks out there. Mama Bear, are you still in here? Are you still in here? Okay, for that lady, for that lady, what's up, Kels? She has caused a lot of confusion, in this vault that I have some recorded conversations of all types of people. They never met the internet, but there was one thing specifically that stood out, and it was this lady. Well, I'll play it maybe. You guys will see it. It's this lady that she called the just nonsense, a prayer garden panel person, and she calls and she's wanting me to get her in touch with Don and Candace, and because at the time she was blocked or something or whatever. I don't know. Oh, she called the cops on Candace. Right. She called the TBI on Candace over a YouTube comment. And then she wanted me to reconcile her Facebook Messenger relationship. And as I had her on the phone, I couldn't believe, like, I could not believe she called the TBI over a senseless YouTube comment. And it wasn't like anything of value or anything of concern. She did this to like appease Prayer Garden. And I had her on the phone for about 20 minutes, hitting her with common sense. And the conversation's very interesting. So yeah, I'm going to be putting that out as well. But there's a lot of stuff with Don and whatnot. We'll have to see what goes. But look, man, that lady is it's crazy, people. There's some nutcases on this internet. For sure, nutcases. Monster is too nice of a word, for sure. That lady's a sick fuck. Blows my mind. Absolutely, man. So yeah, what happened to Twitch? The comments must be off. All right. So the second thing I want to talk about on this thing here tonight is going to be as of lately, I have seen a lot of my YouTube pals getting into a beef, right? And it's very interesting. It's very interesting. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I saw that it looks like, let me get rid of all this. What the fuck, man? What's going on here? Are you kidding me with this? What? Dude. Why is it tagged? I'm gonna get rid of this guy. All right, anyway, so yeah, there's a lot of YouTube beef going on. And it's crazy because I've been, hey, what's the fucking echo? Get this guy out of here. What is going on with this shit, man? Y'all can hear me? Unreal. It's got two of me in there. Oh my God, this is not gonna work. All right, you hear me? Dude. What about now? I swear to God. This is out of control. You guys can repeat. Did you hear me twice? Yes. Does that mean yes? Say something, y'all. Comment. I hear myself twice. I came out of this thing, went back in it, me twice. Oh my God. That should work. No, it doesn't. What the hell? Can you guys see this? Only once. Yes, I can hear. Okay. All right. It's driving me nuts. I can hear myself twice. Let me just turn this down then. It is. So there's no echo on your end? All right. Okay, whatever. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the YouTube is out of control. Oh my God, you have no idea. Hold on, guys. This is fucking crazy. I don't know what the hell this is. I don't even know how to fix this. Why is my layout like that? Fucking wild, man. Wow. So much better. I have no idea what we have some technical difficulties tonight, guys. But yeah, anyway, man, the YouTube people are arguing. It's out of control. I just got to the hospital. I'm trying to catch up with all the drama, and I've been seeing people, bicker and stuff. It's called not vertical bullshit. Stop messing with it. I don't got vertical on though. I got horizontal on. It's got so just so I can try to explain this to you guys. You can't hear my echo. Everything I said, I'm hearing echo loud. People talk. Like when I drop the link for somebody and they hit the link to come on, like they're backstage, it's got me added twice, which I don't even know how it's possible. You're weird. It is weird, man. I don't know why they changed everything up. I'm gonna stop using this shit. Yeah, but I'm not on vertical though. But I know what you're saying. Anyway, I guess I have to deal with it. Hear myself echo. It is what it is. People blowing up Noelle. She's got her phone here, guys. I'm on her Wi-Fi. But yeah, I've been trying to catch up with the drama, man, and been seeing people been bickering and stuff. It's crazy, man. I support a lot of creators on the platform and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? White boy does his own thing, man. I stay over here and chill. You don't be seeing me on all these panels and stuff. Barely. I go in chats and shit, but I support a lot of people, man. And when I see them arguing, if I like both people, man, I've said this for so long, man. What I do is just chill because it causes tension, man. And I'm saying this from like a creator, you know what I'm saying? Like, as a creator who has beefed with people on the internet, you're gonna get screenshots and shit sent to you all the time by people and this and that. If you like all sides involved, I guess you could say, the best thing to do, man, is just fall back. You know what I'm saying? And it's been wild to watch. Super wild to watch. Kind of comical as well. Yeah, I did, but I canceled them. We had all types of issues in the beginning. Horizontal mode, pancakes, flapjacks. The tension sucks. I'm falling back. Well, I don't know the whole story, but what I seen is I seen Jay get caught trolling. It looks like an elevated truth chat. And then I saw the panel where she went up there and stuff like that. First and foremost, man, look here, man, fucking alt account. If I troll, it's radio. Y'all know that. I got troll accounts. Why even use them? I just, if I want to troll, I just use this one. So that's how that goes. But I like elevated, man. I like elevated. I always have. I like Jay. It's a lot of ego, a lot of weird stuff. And I don't know exactly what happened with Queen or something like that. I support Queen. I guess Jay got caught trolling and saying something about her. Is that right? Is that what's going on? Do I have it right? Look at this. Come here for a second. Look how weird this is.
Okay.
They can't hear it, but hello.
Hello. They can't hear that?
No.
Why?
I don't know. They can't. I've been sitting here like thinking they can and trying to fix it. Look, like it's myself. I can't boot myself. I went back. I went out. I went back in. Crazy as fuck, isn't it? But anyway.
You have the.
No, I can't boot. Look,
It says go here.
That's just gonna put the mic on.
Unmute mic. There you go. Now you're not mute. Can y'all hear?
They can hear one. This is like a guest. It's got me.
Right.
Like backstage or something. And if I add it, there's like 3 voices. How weird is that? So even when I mute it.
No, they can't hear you at all.
Anyway.
So they mute this one and not that one.
Can't fix it. Hear you one time. Yeah. No, I know. I was just showing well. Oh, wait, I'm way back. Around, yes, I got it right. Just because my neighbors might be arguing. Sound good now. I can hear you. Yeah.
It's because of me. I think.
So, what's up, Benny? What's happening? I didn't see it. Yeah, it's just wild, man. Sometimes the best thing to do is just fall back, man. You know what I'm saying? I like them both. I guess it could be like, sometimes I think about it, right? I like them both. And it was weird because I made a video on the Sebastian Rogers case, my last video. And because all this shit's going on, I felt the need to reach out to people and be like, hey, man, I'm not taking shots at you about that video because I'm fresh out the hospital. I'm behind on shit. But it's wild, man. Best thing to do is just chill. And, you know what I'm saying? Just if it's like some major shit to call out and you got to speak on something, sure. But, if it's this stuff, it's, best thing to do is just fall back and really not get involved. That's just my advice I try to give to people. That's what I do on YouTube. I'm trying to be a lot more open-minded nowadays. I'm trying to be a lot more take the higher road. But at the same time, man, like with YouTube, there's just a lot of ego, man. And it's wild because I don't know what to say it. People will demand apologies, but they're afraid to say sorry sometimes. That's something I always look at. I like creators that say, hey, man, my bad. I got that wrong. I'm sorry. I got no problem doing that. Always have. And it's crazy because, with this situation, and I don't know a lot about it. And again, I'm cool with everybody. I don't know what the hell with the trolling and shit. I don't know, man. But at the same time, like, I think things will go better off if people just say, hey, man, my bad, shouldn't have done that, and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? And I say that because I watched the Queen Bee thing when they're all on panel, and I saw somebody say, yeah, that was me trolling or whatever. And I did see that the person that was getting trolled or whatever didn't get an apology. And one thing that came to my mind was the SF situation. Apologies were demanded with that stuff. I don't get it. And even back then, when all that stuff happened, I ain't jump ship. SF is like, he's the goat, man. He has found almost like 30 missing people. You know what I'm saying? Friend of mine. I'm not jumping ship. I'm not dogpiling nobody. It is wild, man, to sometimes just watch it. And my advice to people, man, if I could feel the tension with the subs as I'm learning all this, sometimes, man, just stay neutral, man. Keep it real. If you go into somebody's chat, if two people are arguing right on YouTube, if you go into somebody's chat, right, there's eyeballs all on you. So do your thing, chat, but I wouldn't say negative comments about the other person if you like both creators and expect it not to be seen, because someone's gonna right in that chat is gonna, you know, send it, and that's how people get blocked and stuff. You miss out. It's all senseless super shit, especially if you like both people. Yeah, I got one. It's just White Boy Radio. Everything's White Boy Radio. Benny, I'd like to get with you, man. I would like to get with you off camera and maybe do a live about what we both have went through getting burnt. I don't want to say too much on live. Maybe we can discuss it and put together something. I have some receipts that you probably want to see with this vault that I'm going to let go here shortly. But I think it will be informative, especially now that I've put things behind with you. Here, let me just drop this link for you. You want to come up for a minute? Just be humble. Yeah. That's so true. It's so easy. People get way up. People get way up in these things. I don't need all that. Yeah, it's wild. I don't know if he jumped in or jumped out. I think he jumped out. Let's see him. Let me drop it instead here. Our country, in fact, the world's in chaos. And YouTube. Yeah, it's just wild, man. I like all the people that are, you know what I'm saying? Hate to see it. I don't know the whole story though, so I don't want to speak on it. I mean, that's important because when you're cool with people and who's the link for you? It's for you, fool. Did you hear what I said about hitting you up offline? If you want to jump up for a couple of minutes, just so I could kind of toss this live stream idea by you, collab, I guess. If you didn't hear, what I was saying is, I think it'd be a good collab to put together about these separate fallouts, I guess, if you will, with the wells. I got to tell y'all, when I was in Tennessee, I guess I could just tell him to his ear right now.
Hey,
where's he at?
I'm in the show.
Can y'all see him?
Can you hear me?
Hold on, Benny. What's good?
Okay. There. What's up, bro?
There you go. What's happening?
Man, not a lot. I'm glad to see you doing well, man. That's, whew, man.
I appreciate you, man.
I could when I saw a picture.
You, like,
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead.
We got a little lag.
I got a massive echo on my end.
Okay.
Yeah, it was going before you jumped in. It's everything I say. I'm hearing like 2-3 times. I've been having technical difficulties. But now I was going to see if you want to get up offline, maybe put together like for a collab on a live about how the wells, like how they just suddenly shit on people. I don't even know what happened with you and them in full detail. But I can tell you this: when I was in Tennessee,
Mhm.
talking to them and people, I wasn't saying the most like kind words about you in front of people. And Tim Mullins, of all people, he wouldn't even go for it. He was like, man, I really appreciate. He calls you Mr. Keyz or something. What's he call you? I forget, Mr. Keyz. I think. He said, I really appreciate. He said, I'll forever be grateful for what Mr. Keyz did for the Wells. You know what I'm saying? And like, he just won't let that. He won't let nobody shit on you. Like that, you know what I'm saying? Because we weren't in terms when this was happening, and
Right.
he said right in front of Don, the Wells in chat, she can confirm it, but I don't know. I don't know what happened with you. And I remember you going up there when Molly and all them going up and all that. And then I remember Don going to jail, but I don't really remember when they both shit on you or what.
Well, so when I went up there, my sole purpose was because, you know, Molly and JLR had it dead set that she was in the well pipe. And, you know, the well pipe like isn't much bigger than this, right? It's like a 4-inch pipe, right? And so what my main thing was with Bullhorn there, like, you know, Bullhorn, as you know, and I've seen you cover it at least once or twice, she has a real history of like planting evidence, right? So
absolutely,
my whole thing was like, at all costs, you know, keep them from even coming on the property. It's been searched over and over and over and over and over. So
right.
When Don went to jail, there was some stuff. So when Don went to jail, he knew he was going. So Tim Mullins took him. And on the ride there, I don't know if you remember, he wrote a note to like his constituency or whatever. And he left his phone with Tim. And I was unaware, but for like 2 weeks, Tim had this phone. And finally, Candace, you know, it was like this intra circle thing that it was even tighter, right? It was, you know, it was Candace, the PIs, and then of course Mr. Mullins knew. Anyway,
yeah.
When she finally came to me, she was like, you know, Benny, I want Don's phone. And I was like, well, where is it? And she said, well, Tim has it. And I was like, well, Don's been in jail like 2.5, 3 weeks now. What do you mean he's got the phone? And she was like, yeah, I've asked him for it over and over, and he won't produce the phone. So I called, and at this point, I hate to say it, but I had sort of given up on Don because of all, like, I felt like we were trying to make forward progress with kind of like the jury pool, right? Like that was another one of my big things. It was like so many people from that locale, if there was need for a jury, like it was just completely polluted, right? So I was like, you know, at least let's look at the wells like humans, right? So Don, we would make forward progress, and then Don would get all tuned up, and then he'd go on these live streams, you know, and he'd flash himself, or he'd run the N-word 40 times, or, you know, he'd make it, you know, situations where it looked like he was slapping around on Candace. And so I pretty much kind of given up on Don, you know. It was just like, he's got to navigate his legal situation, and then we'll see. So I reached out to Tim, and I was like, hey, man, Candace says that, you know, you've got Don's phone and that you've had it for, you know, 2.5, 3 weeks. And he was like, yeah, I do. He said, I'm attempting to make a backup of it. And he was giving me all this him-haw about trying to download programs so that he could make a backup of it and this and that. And I'm like, whoa, Tim, you're saying too much, bro. Like all this extra explanation you're giving me, you don't have to do all that. Like you download iTunes if you have a PC, and you can navigate it from there. And I said, so what is your deal with the phone? And he's like, well, you know, my whole deal is that I know when I give it back to Candace, she's going to go through it, and all of the pictures and videos of the boys, I want to secure those for, you know, a documentary I'm putting together. And I said, well, that's cool. But I was like, why don't you know, why don't you bring whatever you have to the police? Right. I said, let's just cover that base because, you know, so many crimes these days are they're all solved by way of digital forensic. Right. I mean, we all know that. So
Right.
what Tim's auto response to me about the phone was that he wasn't here verbatim too, Matt. He was like, I'm not here for that part. And I said, what do you mean? You mean you're holding on to a phone and you've made an encrypted backup of Don Wells' phone and you don't want to you're not here to bring that to the police? And he's like, no, I'm not here for that part. And so shortly before that, I don't record calls. I started recording him because it was just getting slippery. It was going sideways. And I was like, Tim, listen, I need you to bring either the phone or the backup that you have to the TBI or to Hawkins County, whatever. And he refused. So I told him, I was like, well, listen, you know, you've got two choices. You can bring it under your own power, or I'm going to send them to your house. And, you know, we agreed to disagree in the end. I called TBI and I called Ronnie Lawson's office, and I told them that, you know, there's a phone and a duplicate mirror backup of what was on the phone. So long story short, he ends up giving the phone back to Candace, but when he brings it, Matt, he brings it in a Ziploc bag. And I asked him about that. I was like, why are you delivering the phone back to Candace like it's evidence? And he didn't have a valid answer for it, right? So quite naturally, Candace gets the phone, and then it's on from there, right? Like if you ask Candace, there's, you know, at least two different scenarios about where the phone is, but one is sort of a synonymous tune with the phones, and that it's, you know, somewhere where the water is. You know what I mean? Like she's made a conscious.
Did you ever hear Tim? Like, have you been when you were there? Did Tim come up to the hill? Like,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did you ever hear him? Like, I don't know how I can even ask this, but like, my impression I got, which was something weird, was like Tim kind of he wants to be like dictator a little bit. Like, it's weird. I'll give you a perfect example. I can even show the chat and everything. With this stuff with Didi, I was just talking to Don, and he was all on board with all the asking questions, right? He was 100% on board with it. I literally was talking to him on the phone, and then I would do a live, and then Tim, I'll read it to you, chat. I'll put this on the screen here in a moment, but just to read it, I haven't talked to him in months, right? But here's what I get maybe 2 minutes after my live is done. Where's it at? And I didn't even text him back because there was like no need to.
Right.
He says, what was it?
I swear, man, I was going to reach out to you tomorrow, and it, you know, great minds, I guess. I wanted to do an interview with you and sort of just get, you know, the rundown on how your experience went and is going, because, you know, I think that both of them, and this is my opinion, both of them, you know, they can be the aggressors online, or they can be aggressive online. And then when it suits them, they know exactly when to roll over and pee like a dog, right? I mean, it's nuts.
Yeah, I definitely been double thinking and triple thinking a lot of things, man, since all this has happened. And there's just a lot. There's a lot, but we could discuss it offline. But
sure,
he for sure we can we'll do something. But yeah, I don't know how to explain the Tim thing, but basically it wasn't a text. I was looking for the wrong thing. He Facebook messaged me, but 2 minutes after my live, he sends me on Messenger, "Hello, Matt. Just saw your YouTube headline. Please remember, Candace is another man's wife. So be careful about how you speak of her online. These things need to stay private so Don and her can heal." I just didn't. That really rubbed me the wrong way because it's like weird because it's like he's trying to run me. This is my YouTube channel, and I'm gonna say what I want. And I literally just talked to Don, and I don't know, man. It's when I was there, I saw Tim is like, I don't know how to even put it in words, Benny, but when I got there, he's like, all right, this time of year, Candace
It's hard on them. And
he's like, when we get to the church, it's going to be news. Like he was just trying to like give me like the play-by-play and like dictate everything, but he does it to Don a lot. I don't know how to. Have you seen that?
yeah, I have, and I tell you, their relationship has been historically tumultuous because when Don is on point, he takes good pointers from his support system around him. But then Don, it's almost, it's either the addiction or, maybe Don has some, oppositional defiance disorder, whatever. But then it's like Don will rebel against the machine at all cost, even though he knows it's going to be a serious detriment to himself. And,
yeah,
I can tell you that the same content of message I got from Tim a lot. And, I just learned to pick my battles with Tim because, and I think that's, when the phone thing popped up, it just, Jaded was there. I kind of just I just exploded internally. I was like, this is enough. I've let this man, for better or for worse, kind of how you feel, dictate the way a lot of the stuff happened. And at the same time, like, my aim was, it was a difficult thing. And I think that you probably maybe got a little bit of it too, but it was at the time when I entered in, they were so disliked that anyone that was aligned with them was also disliked, right? It was,
absolutely.
It was an impossible position to be in. And my only aim was, it was very finite too. It was like, I hope that I can make them look human. And I hope that if they had something to do with it, because the stats are overwhelming in all of these sorts of situations, that, there's a high likelihood the parents are involved. I hope that, if they had one drink too many or one smoke too many, that they may slip up and tell me something, right? And in the meanwhile, I had to ride the roller coaster in order to even be in the ballpark. You know what I mean? And I look back at videos when I was dealing with them, but was still sober from anything hard. And I looked just as bad when I was dealing with them as when I was on hard stuff, right? It was like literally drawing the life out of me. You know what I mean? It was 24 hours a day. And I'll tell you, the one thing that really bothered me, Matt, was like the physical stuff between Don and Candace. There's this whole audience of internal people that are watching this and they know it. And I'm like, you people are not doing anything to help this woman. He is beating on her religiously. And you people are like, hey, Benny, like that's, we're not here for that. And I'm like, no, like it's all a part of it, like from the PIs to all of whomever called themselves advocates. They all knew that he was whipping up on her, but it was like, that was part of it. It was a package deal, right? So it's like, where was the line? It was so clouded and really, Don.
Training to deal with like, it's never like a positive phone call. It's always like problems and problems.
That's it.
Problems. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I got my own, you know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. Like it's, and then like you said, like, it's not even on YouTube, what's crazy to me is like how they just shit on you. It's wild. Like, it's just wild. It's so much to think about and say, but I hear it exactly. I feel what you're saying. Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, Matt, like it broke my heart at the end because it felt like all of these components, this whole mechanism was all designed to make it look like there was this hunt for answers for Summer. Meanwhile, each person had their own they had their own angle, and it was away from the circle, right? It was like
Yeah.
Tim, you know, and I want to say it, like Tim is a very spiritual dude, and I'll say that, you know, 99% of the media that you'll find on YouTube about Tim is like dead wrong, right? They want to make him some cult guy and this and that,
Yeah.
and you know, Tim is definitely very eccentric, but he's a wholesome dude. But he also has been for 3 years or 3.5 years now. He's been in the place you and I were in for just a fraction of that time, right? So
Yeah.
he's, you know, I get it. He's tried to be the glue that holds it all together. And I can tell you that if there were an unconditional position or an unconditional love, like Tim does have an unconditional love for Don and Candace. He truly does. You know, I'll give him that, you know?
I agree with that. I agree with that. It's just controlling a lot sometimes, and it's just it can be overbearing. But you're right. You're right. There is a misconception with him. I mean, anybody involved could be anything. Don't get me wrong, but the guy he's in the service. You know what I mean? I apologize to him. I call him a chomo. He looks like an average chomo if you didn't know who he was. But nah, he hasn't been convicted of anything. It's just like he's very overbearing with him, and I think that's just like the grip that he has on Don. It just comes off weird when he throws it like your way, but it's strange. I don't know, man. He did stick up for you though. He said only kind words about you when I was up there, and trust me, dude, we weren't getting along that, and I was not opening the conversation up with anything positive. But he like almost like shut it down with like, no, I really appreciate what he's did. He's forever grateful for what you did for the Wells. Exactly what he said.
You know, I think though, for me, and I'm very appreciative of him. And, you know, I, of course, in terms of me and you, like, I didn't leave a whole lot to be desired of myself, right? So it's whatever I had coming at that point in time is like exactly what I deserve to get, right? But, you know, I've thought a lot about if I could go back and do it differently or do it again, what would I do? And I'm still split. I'm jaded about it, right? Like part of me says if I had a chance to go back, like I would focus on my own family, right? Because what the Wells may not know until now is that, you know, my 24/7 involvement with them pulled me away from my family. And
Right.
that part I can sort of lend a little blame to. And then it was like it just went downhill from there. Like once my family split, you know, I started self-medicating, you know what I mean? And
Of course.
yeah, I didn't know the way back, right? I didn't know the way back to sobriety. Of course I know the way back, but at that time it was so many things caving in. And then it was like once I lost that contact with Tim and with Don and with Trudy and them, it was like, I don't know, like I grieved that loss as well, as strange as it may sound or seem, because I had dedicated so much of myself to it. And at the end, people were, again, you know, it's like, if you're saying that you think they're guilty, then you have one whole side telling you, oh, it's guilt before, or it's innocence before guilt. And then if you're innocence before guilt, you got all the people saying, oh, well, he's a pedo and his sisters and Candace and her CPS cases. And it's like, yeah, but at the same time, I believe even, you know, the darkest people, they're redeemable, right? I believe everyone is redeemable to an extent, right? I've seen Don tip top shape run. I mean, and he looks like a tax-paying, you know what I'm saying? He tax-paying, God-fearing man. And I've also seen Candace operating at her, you know, it's, I think Candace is challenged. I'll say that. However, I've seen both of them operating.
I agree with that.
Yeah, and I've seen their relationship click. I can also tell you, like, I've seen times where I could tell that Don and Candace had deep affection for one another, right? But then it's all it's all scratched away when you see the rest of it, right? So
Yeah,
there's a lot of
they're caught in a horrible cycle that is just going to keep doing
absolutely,
this. They're just caught in a cycle that
absolutely.
is going to keep happening. It's going to keep happening. If you know what I'm saying. And there's a lot to that, man. You know, there's taking off like what we just saw. There's taking off to get coke. There's all types of things happening there. It's very toxic. And Candace's challenge is a good word, I guess. Definitely, there's a lot there with Candace, you know,
Yeah.
and it's just weird, bro. Like, you know, somebody like yourself who has been in my shoes, try to support them, help them, when, you know, they just turn their back over this stupid toxicity. What happens is it's weird to hear people that you've supported just blatantly lie. And once you catch people in lies, especially parents with missing children, who've asked extensively about this, it really tears you, puts you in a weird spot, and you think about all that time you support. You just think back, dude, and that's all I've been doing is even in the hospital, I'm sitting there and I've been thinking about like conversations that I've had, and you know, none of it is the truth now, and it's just it's wild, man. I know you probably went through that as well.
Absolutely. And I tell you, like the first couple of times that I knew that I had caught either one of them in a mistruth, I tried to really be cognizant of catching a baseline, right? Like, do they, you know, they bite their lip or do their eyes move this way? And I tell you what, like they are both professional stone cold liars. I can say that, right? Like there wasn't any stuttering or any, you know, there wasn't anything that could let you know that they were lying. And so to me, just like you're saying, like once I would catch them in a lie and then a lie and then a lie, and it's like, there's no reason to lie about any of this. These people, we're here to help you and you're lying to us. Why do you have any reason to lie? You know what I mean? And of course I understand that deceit is a, you know, a crazy part of addiction. And you know, in terms of the addiction, like I really tried while I was there. One of the things that I did was when Don ran off to Knoxville, I left and I got about close to Memphis. And then he's calling, oh, buddy, hey, come back. So I shot on back and I said, listen, if I come back, we're putting you in rehab, right? So I get back, we get a hold of Don, we get him showered up, we get him something to eat, and then we take him to inpatient and he's doing all of his intake stuff, right? And
I remember
he's like,
didn't go.
Yeah,
for cigarettes or something, right?
He's like, I want to smoke. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, I want to smoke. And the guy was like, the intake nurse was like, no. You know, we have to wait until you see the doctor. We do your blood pressure. We want to get you to come down. Cause he was just wound. You know what I mean? Like he came back, his lips were black. He had black all over his pants. You know, he had been getting busy. Right. So they wouldn't let him smoke. So, or once the intake was finished, he had to wait to see the doctor, which could have been the next morning before he could smoke. And he's like, I'm smoking. So he he slammed the door running out of the rehab, went back to my car. She's following, I'm following. And we're like, listen, Don. And he's like, no, I can do it. I can do this without a program. And I'm like, Don, no, you can't. Right. It's like you're not even being honest with yourself right now. Right. You're telling yourself while you're intoxicated that you can do it. Right. But Don has many addictions. Right. Like I'm a firm believer that Don may start with a little something to drink, and then it progresses to cocaine, and then the cocaine progresses him towards ladies of the night and all of the behavior that's wound up in that, you know. And but at the same time, I'm a firm believer, because I myself pulled myself from the fire. I think Don has redeemable qualities that if he could get sober and work a program and be constitutionally capable of being honest with himself, like Don could do great things in life. you know, like I believe that, but he
True. It's just hard to get. I feel like, you know, with them, it's hard to get the truth out of them combined. You know,
yeah.
Separated and sober would be the best bet, but
I agree.
you know, Candace does. You know, she lies and she just does weird things. Noelle, before you go, before you leave the room, I was about to say this, so it's good that you're here. Like when I'll give you the example, right? When I was in Tennessee, they were arguing, right? And for just some weird reason, Candace was with Noelle, and what'd she tell you about that?
She was like, I just want you to know that when Matt and Donnie were out today, what the fuck she said? She said that you were bitching about me talking all kinds of crap, and it was like none of it was nice. You were just bitching about me to Donnie, and he told her that he was starting to get mad because he didn't care and want to hear about it. And she was like, I just want to know because we're, you know, you're my sister, we're friends, we're really close. I don't want you to, you know, think I'm keeping secrets that like your husband's talking like that about you.
It's so weird, bro. Like none of that was true. You know what I'm saying? Right. She's completely sober at this point. They had to fight.
I told you like 3
but it was like it is the weirdest thing in the world. Like, what's the point of that? You know what I'm saying? Like, they're trying to make a tiff between me and Noelle. I never told Don none of that. I never leaned on his shoulder about my relationship. It wasn't even like that. It's just there's been so many of those moments.
And places and people, and y'all went to go to the store and stuff.
It's just super weird. Like when I was out with them, I met Andy at the store grabbing some stuff. He showed me like down Ben Hill where Fred lives, Jody's too, that little cutoff road, and then we went down the hill. But anyway, there was no time for that. It was all like just a lie. Just weird. Now that I think about stuff
around the area.
Yeah.
And then you'll hit the store.
She just blatant lies for nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's just really weird, bro.
While I was there, dude, she had like 2 days before I got there was when Robin Lane was able to sort of crowdsource all of her dental needs, right? The money for her dental needs. So when I got there, all her teeth were gone. She had stitches all in her top and bottom gums. She was carrying around a Solo cup, you know, spitting clots into it, you know. And her and I took her to the store because Don was, I don't know what he was doing, working late or something. And after I had left, Don, he was like, man, Candace is saying like you tried to make out with her. And I was like, what?
That's so weird.
Yeah, and I was like, whoa. I was like, Don, you don't believe that, do you? And he was like, oh, hell no. But you could tell for a split moment, like until he heard my response, he kind of did though, right? And I'm like, Don, like your wife, like
just making out.
Yeah, like what is up with that, man? And it was just like it was just to arise suspicion and jealousy in Don, but to like what end, right? I mean, like what was the point of all of it? And it was just thing after thing after thing, just like that. It makes zero sense.
It's just really weird, man. Yeah.
That can turn out real bad. You don't know like what you can get a person to do towards someone else. You know, like not everybody thinks that.
Yeah, it's super weird, man. There's so many examples of that. With Robin, you know, I used to think Robin, I don't know, I keep an open mind now. Robin, there's so much I could say about Robin, but with what we're talking about recently, there was another situation where just like what just happened, this cycle of fighting and everything that we just discussed, they were in a separation. Matter of fact, she was at Keyz. And Robin, you know this better than I do with the jealousy shit again. Well, I don't know, maybe it's true, who knows? But
What was true?
Or Robin was trying to hook Don up with somebody at church or
got
some lady or something.
Don hanging out with some woman whose old man was behind the wall for a while, and she like kind of buddy system the lady and Don together while Candace was staying elsewhere.
So,
and it was like hanging out, going on the like, family like trip that she had kids with to Bays Mountain and stuff. And like she apparently was up there at the house at the time.
So when I first heard that, my initial thought was I didn't believe it because Miss Robin comes off as like a like a super Christian, but I've been hearing all types of different stuff about her. But I also thought Candace is being overly jealous, so I didn't know what to believe on that. Well, at first I thought that Candace was just being jealous, but now I almost, what's up, Rooster Squad? I see y'all. I thought that was a bunch of hearts in the chat. At first, I thought that it was a jealousy thing, but I almost want to think that that's probably what did happen. Now I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have just a short story about Robin. Like I can tell you that when I met Robin, she was there and she spent 2 or 3 afternoons down in that basement, you know, where Candace showed Chris McDonough where the kids slept, right? And where Summer's toys were and everything. She spent 2 or 3 afternoons in that cubby there, just absolutely scouring it, you know, getting the cobwebs out of the rafters, washing walls. And, you know, I had come down, I think it was the second time she was there while I was there. And I kind of just came down, you've been there, came down the stairs. And then when you take that right, it goes around the wall to where the kids were. And she was in there and she had her husband on speakerphone. And he was just, you, Robin, you effing liar, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And I kind of just tiptoed back up the stairs and I went straight to Tim and I was like, Tim, like, this is what I've just witnessed. And he was like, well, you know, Robin is so convicted about getting, you know, a spot ready for Summer. She believes Summer's coming home, da-da-da-da-da-da. And that she would tell her husband she was going over here to do this or that, but then would actually go to the wells. And he didn't like that because, you know, he didn't think it was safe, you know. And, you know, I just saw an emotion, you know, my experience with Robin was I saw a woman that just believed with all of her heart that that little girl was going to come home, and that, you know, understanding the lore of it as well, though, is that Robin's daughter was like church best friends with Summer, right? And Robin had such an attachment to Summer, and Summer such an attachment to Robin. And it was like, I'm watching this woman mourn Summer, just like, you know, probably mourning her harder than Candace even was, if that would make, if that makes sense.
No,
I mean, she was just shattered, man. And so as far as Robin, I think that she's one of those personalities, a lot like Tim, that when, you know, you're not accessible to the internet, well, the internet is just going to think you're into some weird stuff, and you know, you're not retorting back. And she just was one of those closed off entities like Tim. And I could say nothing but great things about Robin. Like, she is what she presents herself is exactly what she is. In my best description of her was that, like, she was probably more of an earthly mother to Summer than Candace was. That's my opinion.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. We got to get up off this thing and put something together, Benny. I got some stuff. I don't really want to stay on live, but I
understand
off live. But it'll be good, I think, and we can do it on yours, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad we got this behind you, and
yeah,
you look good, dude. You look healthy.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Awesome.
Hey, man, you got a PayPal link?
Somewhere. It's just everything's White Boy Radio.
All right, man. All right. Well, I hit the
That's all you
Cash
got,
App with whatever I had in there, man. And I meant to send you and Noel at least, some dinner money while you were in the hospital and stuff. And it got away from me, man. So I'll send you a little something. You guys can go out to dinner and, celebrate good health.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
Absolutely,
I'll hit
sir.
you up. I'll probably hit you up tomorrow. Old Benny Keyz and White Boy Club. And how about that, y'all? So I see the Rooster Squad came over here, man. Heavy. What's happening with it? I think he's back.
It booted me, man. My fault. I didn't want to leave like that. But anyways, thank you for having me, Matt and Noel. I sure appreciate you.
I'll hit you up, bro, off here. No problem.
All right. Have a good night.
You too, man. I think me and Benny can put together some good stuff, man, because look, we internet boxed for many years. Kind of senseless shit. The dude's sober. I support him. I want to see him win. But I do know he kind of he absolutely has been in my shoes with the Wells and stuff and all that, man. And it's just weird how them people just up and do. I don't know. We should compare notes with this Volt, and I've never even talked to him about that. So it's good to see him sober. Rooster Squad came in here super strong, man. I was putting them on comments. I wasn't ignoring y'all, but that was like a long time, I guess, rival of the channel, you can call it, that would have a collab, and it's elevated in here. I was talking about my YouTube friends beefing. Is he in here or not? I don't know. Did he just send people? He might have been live and sent people. What's up, Odin Girl? There's so many of y'all that came in here. Holy shit, showing love. Oh, there, Odin Girl. Squad says hello. Absolutely. So I'll tell y'all now that the squad's in here and shit. I hit up Truth this week because I made that video of the Proudfoots, and I didn't want him to think I'm taking like a shot at him. I come out the hospital. I don't know about all this drama. I hear some rumors about the Sebastian Rogers case. So I make the video that I made this week. I make the video and I put it in my member section, right? Which I always do first. So then I hear about their shenanigans, right? I have my spies. And but I had to go find the shenanigans. And I'm listening to this Queen Bee live, like I was talking about earlier. And I'm kind of getting little gems dropped in this live. And I'm like, shit, this, Elevated was somewhere in questioning things. So being that he has getting things told, and being that there's a lot of stuff, backstabbery going on, if you will, I had to message him. I didn't want him to think I'm taking a shot now, And that's basically what you do, man. When you people, it took me 2 seconds. I dropped my number. I don't want him to think, listen, man, there's a lot of backstabbery that goes on with YouTube. I don't trust a lot of creators. I have a small circle, and the small circle that I support, a lot of them are in a little web of tension right now. You know what I'm saying? I think the best way of that is to clown about it and joke about it. Why not just troll on your main account? But if you're caught in shenanigans, just say my bad. But I guess I don't know if I know the full extent of. Hey, quiet. I don't even know if I know the extent of everything that happened. So I met Robin at Summer's Day. She was very kind. Yeah, me and Benny will put together some good stuff. He has, and I didn't believe a lot of Benny's content because I had a beef with him. I had a bias, which was kind of a stupid thing. But thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, there he is. Elevator's in. You want to hit here? Let me drop this link for you, bro. You got the whole squad in here. I need the captain. Maybe you can give me the full report if you're still in it. I appreciate all love. Benny seems to be sober. He seems to be doing good. You know, I have people mad at me that I squashed the beef with Benny Keyz. Listen, man, we did some horrendous things to each other. Horrendous things. I'm talking bad. Oscar Mayer, what kind of shit is this? Show your face. Is that do it again? Oh, okay.
And you put me up on the screen.
Hold up. I thought that was Julie Skolnick.
No. So here's the deal.
What's happening, man?
I could go into everything, bro, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, right? Like, it's done, it's over. You know what I mean? I don't have the time to like go at people like that, not her anyway, you know? And I think what people really need to remember is that Brittany J needs to tell us what she did with the $10,000 that she said she paid her attorney and the $1,500 she owes Brenda Stapleton. So that's the real question with all of this distraction: is Brittany Jackson out here scamming people? In my opinion, of course. You there?
You understand, like, my message? Oh, he dipped. Listen, bro, I got McDonald's Wi-Fi. You're gonna have to be more patient than that. Hold on, let me do it like this. All right. Anyway, did he dip? He dipped up out of here. He dipped up out of here. I had him on panel, and then my fucking Wi-Fi said. Anyway, look, elevated. What I wanted to tell you, I got booted. Bullshit, you got booted. Here. Oh, maybe my computer did it. I didn't do it. There it is again, real fast. Bro, this is McDonald's Wi-Fi. I'm basically stealing it. Look, the link doesn't even fucking drop. What kind of fucking shit is this? We got to get something better than this, babe. This is out of control. All right, before I lose you again, dude, I didn't. Basically, the message I sent you and was basically this. It was probably overkill on my behalf. You know, I support you. And then I heard there was shenanigans going on. I was trying to figure it out. I dropped a video, and I didn't want you to think like I'm like, oh, let me shit on Elevated Truth. Why it's not. That's all I was trying to explain, dude.
No, you're good. Listen, like I said in the chat, you might have missed it. Bro, listen, every creator has a responsibility to cover things. Their perspective is not always going to be my perspective, right? And sometimes more things come to light after you make a video that you didn't know before. So I don't hold that against you. I know how you work. I've been following you for years before I ever came on this motherfucker. So if there's anybody I understand how you do shit, it's you. At the end of the day, this is what I would say, because I don't want to get on here and bash, that's just not what I'm going to do. If I'm going to go after anybody verbally, it's going to be Brittany Jackson. But, as far as the other shit goes, that creator has a following. She's going to be fine. She's going to move on and do the work that she does. And I'm going to keep doing what I do on my channel. And that's just the end of it for me on that end of things.
Right on. I respect that. Okay, that's cool.
But since, today my name got doxxed, my wife's name's got doxxed, all that stuff, they just opened up a new can.
Who did this? Well, Brittany.
Brittany Center, and Chronicles of the Shady.
Unbelievable. That lady cries about everybody getting doxxed all the time. Appreciate you, Paula. 22 months strong. That's crazy, bro. I can give you some info on Chronicles. Actually, I made a video about her that should tell you some stuff. Sinner has no balls and a very small penis. Actually, it's like a baby cock. He doesn't want to box, nor does he want a dick off, because I'll smash him in both. He's a coward, bro. That guy is a coward. This is all you're gonna get from Sinner is internet box you, bro. And
yeah.
So if they doxed you, I know that sucks. I know you're going through it. But dude, here's some from somebody who's been doxed, swatted, and all that. Here's what I can tell you. They've doxed you, bro. That's it. It's over. There's nothing else they can do.
No, yeah, for sure. And you know how they doxed me? Here's the greatest thing, bro. They found my OF of all things.
Your OnlyFans? Nuh-uh.
Yeah, that's not a joke. That's what they found, and then started sending my link around, so they had to pay to see my cock.
That's awesome. That's why Sinner doxed you. He was jealous.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I thought it was pretty small, but you know.
He was jealous. He saw a real cock and was like, fuck this. We have to destroy his life.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I just think we need to, I'm going to sign up for the dick off. You know what I mean?
He's not going to dick off you. So Sinner is, I've been keeping track of his record. So Sinner he's gone after the lady Nonsense, got terrified of her husband. He's been terrified of Cletus. I didn't even know this when I challenged him to the boxing ring and the dick off. He's going to want no part of the dick off. He's absolutely petrified of getting a measuring tape on his cock or entering the boxing ring. I said I'd delete my channel if he showed up. He still,
you know, he told Petty AF that he was going to F her husband in the A.
Oh, that's interesting because he's got all the homophobic remarks. Interesting.
Yeah, and it came into my live and I said, no, it didn't happen. Show the receipts. So we showed the receipts.
And so he's a proud rapist, is what he's saying.
Well, listen, over on BJ's chat, it's perfectly okay for a woman to punch her old man 4 times in the face while he's asleep because his phone went off, and to laugh about it. And it's okay to laugh about R-ing a man in the backside. So that's Brittany Jackson's channel for you.
Unreal. They have they're complete shit. Brittany, listen, that dude Sinner, that dude Sinner for sure is using that lady for subs, bro. He's hanging out, going on panel. He's sub grifting off her, right? That's exactly what he's doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't know if I would want to grift off those subs. You know what I mean? Like, shit.
Yeah, they're all woke, weird green team people. So that's usually that's basically what his like subscriber base is.
Well, I think most of them are just Antifa personalities, and that should tell us everything.
Yeah, they all have baby dicks, the men, and they're all like liberal women with pink blue hair, calling everybody racist. And, I mean, have you seen the frog lady? That's exactly what all the women look like, or any of the women who have been exposed on Twitter. That's what their subscriber base looks like, and they're a bunch of baby dudes, weenie boys. They're weenie boys.
Yeah, and it's crazy. The ones that talk the most shit are the ones that hide behind an alt or hide behind an emoji. They won't ever actually come on and show their face. But these people are slow because they act like that people don't know how to skip trace, right? So if you come from me, some of us have professional lives where we've learned how to do things. So you're not going to hide as well as you think. And I'm not going to do anything, right? I'll just put your name out here next to your comments and make you have to stand up to what you said.
Absolutely.
You know?
I have to catch up, man. They're coming at you hard now.
Oh yeah, they're trying. But listen, here's the thing. What I've realized is there are a lot of really, really good people on YouTube, and there are a lot of people that have common sense. And even if they're not my cup of tea, like they don't watch me, like maybe they don't even like me. They don't like fuck shit. So they're gonna stand against the fuck shit. And that's, I think, what we have a blessing in on this side.
Right. Yeah. White boy activated if you're coming at you hard, man. For sure.
All right, I'll let you know.
I
appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm glad
you're feeling better. I'm glad you're feeling better, man. We've been praying for you for real. That's not just lip service. That's real talk. So if you need anything, you know how to reach out to me.
Right on, man.
I appreciate you, man. Peace.
Later. Shout out to Truth. Shout out to the Rooster Squad. Y'all are massively supportive. It's good to see y'all in here. Y'all come with the laughs, the jokes, and that's what I like.
I like to hear that that people step over and they they show love, that they're happy you're feeling better and stuff.
I'm
a lot of people reached out and said that they've been praying for you.
That's true. I really appreciate everybody, man, who's given me well wishes and stuff like that.
Especially when you're going through so much. Like y'all don't
it does mean a lot.
How much
it does mean a lot.
Does hit the heart.
It really does. We have some really good people on YouTube. As much as I call out a lot of shitty people on YouTube, as far as support and subscriber wise, members of mine, there's a lot of you in here. I really appreciate it. And I don't say it enough, but I really appreciate a lot of y'all, man. A lot of y'all. Y'all are awesome. It was kind of a wild live. I started this fucking live off with 4 lives at once. We had to delete that. Then I cranked up another one, delete that. Then we dealt with McDonald's Wi-Fi the entire live that I got going. We dealt with a complete nutcase who's pointing at a tree, saying that it's a goat, it's a missing children, it's this, it's that. Connecting that to another complete mental breakdown or / crack pipe live that she did years ago, because I'm going through this vault of mine of videos that I have of storage, and I will be busting out more. Tonight was a crackhead. You never know what the next one will be. A lot of them come from Tennessee, a lot of them, and I have a lot, and that comes from the fallout with I can't say fallout. That comes from me getting shit on from old DNC. And with that being said, with all these things happening, it opens my collab, my collab status or whatever the hell you call it. I will collab with Benny Keyz. There's a lot to talk to him about, and there's probably a good story. We could present it good. I like to see people winning. Years ago, I attacked him. We went at each other. We put each other in confinement. Literally, when I called him and we put this behind us, I was so pissed at that motherfucker because when I was in jail last, he called the jail and he put me in confinement, and I owed the dude money, so it looked like I checked in, and then he got me transferred to another part of the jail. So I get out, blase. Guess who goes to jail? Benny Keyz. I called the jail up, and I had him in confinement for 60 days, he told me. Holy shit. That's going real life as it gets, people. And, we really didn't have, it was a YouTube beef gone very sour. I fucking contacted his daughters. We did some shitty things to each other. For sure. He made me a wife beater with no receipts. People ran with his craziness. But all that's stupid. No, don't get me wrong, it was fun. But it's I would rather see him sober, winning, and collab with him. Put collab situation stories for answers for something. And then we got Elevated Truth coming in with the Rooster Squad with the support. I got to put any ill. Listen, man, I just put it out there. I messaged him. I didn't want him thinking I'm taking a shot. And look, at the title of the live says "When Creators Argue." He says he's put it behind him. There's nothing between him and Jay. And I'm gonna, basically cap it off like this. I think that as a creator, if you like both people, you just keep it moving or stay neutral. That's how I do things. However, on this little thing, I will say this. Jay should apologize to him because on the live, he asked for an apology. And I only say that because she requested one from SF. And now that's just my 2 cents. Now, I wouldn't have even given my 2 cents. But when I got that fucking restraining order, people were talking. Of course, the haters and of course the green team and all that. But I specifically remember Jay on panel saying things, just talking about it. And it's not even true what she said. And she said it for a dig at SF because SF helped me. I remember that. And you should have been quiet. This is the time where I'm down. I just get out of court. It fucking sucks. I lost. I don't want to hear my friends shit on me, or not shit on me, but talk about what I did and then use it for a dig. But it was all in a negative aspect. So I wouldn't have even said and put my 2 cents about any apology, nothing, but now we are even. And next time I shall remain neutral. But what's up with the comments? You know, White Boy keeps it real. I can even see what you mean. She won't do even. About that, I always will support SF Investigates. The dude is a beast. I recommend any people, I don't want to recommend, if any parent has to go through the horrendous tragedy of a situation where they're with a missing child, who else? SF would be who I would want to hire. What's up? Racist Gabbles in the house. What's up, Mama? I see you. I'm gonna go scroll back so I get everybody. Who got you confused? Alabama Mama, KB, Trixie's Creations. I got Kelsey in here. I love the story. Renee. It's Chris, bitch. Haven't seen you in a while. Act right. Duchess. People can learn a lot from both of your stories. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you for that motivation. Yeah, I think us getting along and I think us collabing would do a lot more than us talking shit about each other, huh? There's a million videos we can watch of talking shit. You know what? I believe Benny's going to be sober so much this time that when I was in my storage deleting things and getting this vault of stuff that we're about to view together, I was deleting a lot of receipts I had. Promise you. Don't need them anymore. Roosters. Yeah, I thought when Benny was on, I saw all these these looked like, I thought they were hearts, but they were roosters that came in. I got it. But yeah, guys, I'm probably going to jump off this mofo. So look, man, I'm really wanting to do the autopsy report. You will see a live created that's scheduled on my channel, because tonight when I went live, I went to StreamYards and I hit the wrong live, and I did the autopsy live. I started that one. So I had to stop the live and the live, delete it off my YouTube. So I'm going to create another live tomorrow probably, and it'll be scheduled. I am going to read the autopsy report that was ordered. I do not have it yet. It is on the way. And I don't know, man. Hopefully I can collab with Benny or whatever. I also need to, hey, man, I need some more spies. I need some more Twitter informers. Listen, man, I'm so behind on the shenanigans. Don't be afraid to drop me a line on Twitter and keep me informed. It seems like they're going hard at truth. Keep me up to date with that so I can put on my wigs and shit or whatever I got to do to get his back, because I got his back. And that's just my 2 cents on everything, y'all. Going back to watch from the beginning. It's a pretty good live. What's up, Diamonds? I see it. All right, guys. I'll see you. If you're watching this on replay, I will try to drop all the links and stuff. If you donated, thank you so much. Actually, before I get off here, Paula, I don't know if I said thank you for that or not, but thank you. Oh, I'm so glad that I did this. And shout out for you for 22 months. Mandy, thank you so much for the $2. Paula, I bet you purchased that twice on accident, but thank you. Big Girl gifted a 1 membership. So did Kels. Thank you. Canvas gifted 5 memberships. Canvas, I got you. That's a promise. Now it's going to be really easy for me. And my member for 18 months, Shauna. All right, guys. Happy Veterans Day to all my heroes out there. And this started off like a shitty live, but it ended up pretty good. All right, guys. I'm going to be uploading that mental case, I made a video on the mental case with the trampoline separately. So be on the lookout in my video section. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Much love to everybody. Stay kind and drink some water.
What's up, guys? Hope you enjoyed the video. Do me a favor, hit that like, subscribe to my clip channel at White Boy Radio Clips. And in the description box is the link to be a member. Become a member if you can. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Stay safe, stay smart. Peace.